Okay, so today we are doing 2.3. We were supposed to do this yesterday and then take a quiz today. So that means your quiz will be on Tuesday because we do not have school on Monday, if you did not know.
No way.
Yeah, it's President's Day, so we have no school.
Actually, no. I gotta come to school because no one likes Biden. He's copying us, so I have to respect it.
President's Day is to remember past presidents, like ones that are dead. Like dead presidents. No, presidents. Hey, first of all, I'm recording this, so please stop. Stop. Thank you. But President's Day is to remember technically past dead presidents. That's the point. Like Lincoln, Washington. Okay. So your quiz will be on Tuesday in this class. We are solving multi-step equations. We'll start with this couple steps and then work our way up as we get through them. Okay? So all we're going to do is practice problems. Depending on how you did the other day, will really determine how you do today. So here's the first problem. 11x subtract 4 equals 29. So when we solve a multi-step equation, do you remember how you solve these? Which number do you move first? We're always trying to get the variable, which is usually x by itself. But what are we going to get rid of first? Risa? No. Caleb? No. The last one left is 4. So what you do is you first look at both sides of the equal sign, okay? Which side has the x on it? The left side. So you only look at the numbers that are on the left side. So you ignore the 29. So this is what I do. I go, okay, which one's closest to the x? The 4 or the 11? The 11, because it's right next to it. Right? Because if you drill a line underneath it, now the -4 is farthest away. You always move outside in. It's like if you're going to open a present, right? Like if you ordered something online, they always ship it to you a box, and then sometimes that thing is also in a box. So you always work outside in. So you always move the thing that's not actually attached to the x first. So it says -4. So how do we get rid of -4? Add 4 to only the like term. So add 4 to both sides. So add 4 to the -4 and add 4 to 29 because we're adding 4 to both sides of equal sign. So we leave the 11x because we did not touch it. Keep the equal sign. What is 29 plus 4? 33. Now this is a one-step equation. It says 11x. What operation is that? Multiplication. How do we get rid of multiplication? Division. So we're going to divide both sides by 11. Anything divided by itself is 1. We're left with x. What is? The answer is 3. Let's try another one just like that. Just different numbers, okay? 2a subtract 6 equals 4. Again, always move the thing. Oh, this is crooked. That is furthest from the variable, but on the same side equal sign. So I always draw a dotted line. Go, okay, looking at this side, these two numbers, which one am I going to move first? The 6. What operation is this if there's that sign in front of it? What operation is it? Look at it. It is subtraction, so what do we do to get rid of it? Addition. Bring down what you did not use. 4 plus 6 is 10. I do not need you to yell it out, right? So people have time to think first, okay? Then again, 2 and a, when they're right next to each other, what does that mean, Katie? It means it's multiplying, so how do I get rid of it? Divide. Anything divided by itself, I'm left with just A. What is 10 divided by 2, Jacoby? 5. Give you one more. You're going to do it. Don't yell it out. You'll see if you get the same answer as I do, okay? 3x subtract 7 equals negative 10. It's hard for me to fit there. Show your work. See if you get the same answer as I do. Just wait a second for everybody to finish, okay? What? Go sit down. We have 2 numbers. Is it? That's not right. The first step is you would add 7 to both sides. When you add 7, know a negative 10 plus 7 is negative 3. If you cannot deal with negatives, that's why you use your calculator. Then you do need to divide both sides by 3. A negative 3 divided by a positive 3. Yep. I got x equals negative 1. You didn't even mess with the 7. I said negative and it's written negative. Okay, let's try another one of those before we move on to the harder ones. Okay. How about negative 7 equals 3x plus 8? Same kind of problem. It's just written in an opposite order. Still look at which side the equal sign is where x is. Deal with the adding and subtracting first because it's farthest away from the x. Try it on your own. What you're really messing up with, for the most part, is your actual adding and subtracting. Just put your hand down. Let everybody work. I told everyone the last time to wait too. Blake and Jacoby put their hands up and I said, just wait till everyone's done. If you mess up the last time, I would double check to make sure you added or subtracted correctly this time. Did everyone start with subtracting 8 from both sides? And you got negative 15? Okay, that was the first problem. Then you divided by 3. What'd you get, Caleb? X equals -5. Well, last time you forgot the 7, so that's an improvement. Okay, number 5. Let's try one where the order's weird. Okay, how about this? 5 plus 4x equals -11. Remember, separate your equal sign sides. Look at the x. No, it's not. Move the number farthest away from x first. Blake, when everyone's done, I'll let you tell the answer.
I don't know how people write things like that.
2's.
Yeah.
Like that? I didn't write 2's like that until I went to college, which is weird.
I see why they're pretty when you do them right.
If you do them fast or ugly. But the loopy 2's, they start to look bad now. Now I try to write them the other way and I can't. Well, I just like they look bad now to me. It's like 7's. That 7 to me doesn't look like a 7 unless it has the line through it, like the top. Because if not, people get confused when they read it and they think it's a 1. A Z? That doesn't even make any sense. 2's is what looks like Z's if you don't round them. That's why my Z's have the lines through it. Hey, Blake, what'd you get as an answer for number 5? Did we all do that and get x equals -4 in the bottom corner? Please stop. Yes, sir. Oh, I just said, did you all get that? I'm glad you got it right. Okay, now we're going to try a different kind of problem. Okay, number 6. This is going to have fraction in it. Start with the fraction. You do have to write your fractions as a straight across line fraction. You cannot write that sideways fraction. I know, Blake. Top of the fraction is going to have this on it. A plus 7. Bottom of the fraction is going to have the number 8 underneath it. And then equals 5 off to the side. Now, first step is still the same. Separate, look at both sides. Where is the variable? What are the two numbers on the same side of the variable? 7 and 8. Now look at it. Which one's farther away from it? The 7, which is on top, or the 8, which is on a different kind of side? I want the farthest one. The 8. So think about it like houses, right? If you're on the same floor of them or if you're on a different floor. Always get rid of the one that's on the other floor, farthest from it. What does this line mean with that 8? So how do I get rid of the 8? So I'm going to put times 8 on both sides of the equal sign. That's how we get rid of that fraction over here. And you're left with a plus 7, no fraction. What is 5 times 8? 40. Then it's just a plus 7. How do I get rid of a added to 7? Subtract 7. And get a equals, what is 40 subtract 7? 33. This is the next type of problem. Now we'll do a few of these. Okay? Not too bad? The problem is when you mix back and forth between all the different kinds and you have to remember which one to do first. They're actually usually easier once you pay attention. Okay, number 7, here's another kind. Top of the fraction is going to have n plus 1. Bottom of the fraction, negative 2. Then equals 15. You think you can do this without me? Okay. I'll freeze it. You do it. We'll check and see if our answers are the same. Pay attention to your negative signs. Blake, I'm sorry to tell you that fractions forever have to be written like this in this class in high school. I know. I noticed that the other day, and I was like, it's a habit you got to break. He does that diagonal line thing. Who teaches you guys to do that? Because whoever does, they should be like smacked. I get kids every year. Usually it's a lot of kids. You're the first kid I've ever seen do it, though, in this class. Not everybody's done yet. Okay. Who have I not picked yet to answer a question? I've already picked you. Yes, I have. Jesse, what'd you get as an answer? N equals negative 31. Did we all get the same answer? You didn't get the same answer? Then look at my work and see what you got wrong. Did you multiply by negative 2 first? I just showed you. Yes. I know it wasn't. I just showed it. It's called the magic of freezing and unfreezing. Oh, Caleb. You gotta multiply first. You trying to freeze him? You trying? Is it working? Okay, let's try another. Top of the fraction, k plus 9. K, I know, changing it up. Bottom, 12 equals negative 2. Okay, I'm going to freeze it. Do the problem, see if you get the same answer as I do. Caleb, don't forget to multiply. It is a buzz. And then they grow up to become you guys. That's a true statement. You would hope. In an ordinary world. Hey, stop. Okay, Katie, what'd you get? Did you guys also get negative 33? Okay. Ready for another kind of problem? Gonna have to try it eventually. Number 9. Still gonna have fraction in it, it's just gonna look a little different. Okay, 3/2 times A, should still have to write it as that kind of fraction there, Blake. Minus 8 equals 11. These are going to be the kinds of problems where you're going to have fractions in your answer sometimes. So again, this is kind of just like what we did in the beginning. Look at the side with the variable. Which number is farthest away from the variable, the 8 or the fraction? The 8. So how do I get rid of that 8? Yep, add 8. So now I still have 3/2 times A equals, what's 11 plus 8? 19. Now I have to remember what we talked about. How do you get rid of 3/2 times A? You can do that way. You can divide by 3/2. I would put it in fractions when you divide it in your calculator. When you get your answer, what kind of fraction answer should you have? Remember, no decimals. No, that's not what I mean. It'll be positive. Huh? So if you get a decimal, we turn it into a fraction using second and then PRB button. That gives you a mixed number. Are you allowed to have a mixed numbered answer? No. How do you turn it into an improper fraction? The buttons. I mean, you can do the math and turn it into one, or you can use the calculator. Oh. A mixed fraction to an on that calculator. Is it right now in a mixed fraction form? So it should be 12 2/3. So you're going to, once you have the answer, flash in there, push second, and then your fraction button, the ABC button, and then push enter. That'll turn it into an improper fraction. So the improper fraction answer looks like this, 12 2/3. But we don't want that answer. No, you get the right answer right away. Yes. So we don't want this answer. We don't want a mixed number answer. We just want a straight up fraction, top and bottom. So what you do is you push the second button and then the ABC button and push enter. It'll tell you the fraction answer. And it is what, Blake? 38/3. Ladies in the front, did you get that when you push those buttons? No, those two are the ones that asked. You've been doing this whole time. You didn't go last period? Last period was when we had your bathroom breaks. Well, during what's it called? 2-hour delays, our bathroom breaks are pushed to first period. Did you do this problem? If you would have said yes and done this problem and showed it to me, I'll let you go. How about I'll let you do the next one and you can go to the bathroom. How about do a problem and I'll let you go? 5 out of 10? So you've only done half of them? It's one problem. I know. It's a trade. It's a trade because you've been talking this whole time. So if you do one problem for me, I'll let you go to the bathroom. It won't. The time it's taking you to argue with me, you'd finish a problem. No. He's the one that just asked. You're not going to get to ask when he's the one that just asked. Next problem is -3 equals, if you do this one little short problem, I'll let you go. You still have to fill out your agenda anyway. You still have to fill out your agenda and I have to sign it. You still have to give it to me and I will fix it before you go. -3 equals 2 plus a over 11. That is an A, if you can't see it. Just like the last one, A is just on top. No. No. Did you finish the problem? I think you should all shut up. Risa, do you know how to do the problem? Just say excuse me. It wouldn't be a problem. On number 10, right, we always look at the two sides of the equal sign. Which side has the variable? So this side. So you said when you look at the two numbers, sometimes there's more than two numbers. Right now we only usually have two. So which number is farthest from the variable? Whichever number is farthest from the variable is the number you move first. So the 11 is right underneath the A. 2 is all the way over here. So which one's farthest away? 2. Is the 2 positive or negative? In front of it, it's positive. How do we take the positive 2 and move it to the other side of the equal sign? So we're going to subtract 2 from both sides of the equal sign. Take away 2 over here, we're left with A over 11 equals, what is -3 minus 2? -5. Now it says A divided by 11. How do I get rid of A being divided by 11? Multiply both sides by 11. These 11s cancel out. You're left with A equals, what is 11 times -5? -55. And that is your answer. All of these are two steps. They're just different kinds of two-step equations. Okay, let's try review of all the different kinds of problems we've done. Let's start with the easier one. 12 equals -7f minus 9. Again, look at the two sides of the equal sign. Which side has the variable? Which number out of those two numbers is farther away from the f, the thing that's multiplying it or subtracting? If you can't tell, put a little line underneath it. Look how far that line is. From the f, look how far that line is. What are we going to move first? The 9. It says -9 or -9. How do we get rid of minusing 9? We're going to add 9 to both sides of the equal sign. You have -7f equals, what is 12 plus 9? 21. What is the -7 and the f actually doing together? How do I get rid of -7 times f? Don't forget to take the negative with the 7. What is 21 divided by -7? -3. No. Okay. Last kind of problem. 8 equals the fraction x minus 5 on the top of the fraction, 7 on the bottom of the fraction. Now with these ones, you still look at where the variable is, so we're on this side. You ask yourself, which one is farther from the variable? The thing that's on the same level or the thing that's on a different level? It's always the one that's on a different level, so it's on the bottom this time. So how do I get rid of this 7? It says the line. What's this line represent? Division. A line means to divide. Okay, I'll take that off your head. So the opposite of dividing by 7 is multiplying both sides by 7. These 7s cancel out. You have x minus 5 on this side equals, what is 7 times 8? She already did it. How do you get x by itself now? X minus 5. How do I get rid of the minus 5? Add 5 to both sides. I'm running out of space. X equals what? 61. All this section does is solve those equations. If you didn't get all of this or want to see them, we practice each of them multiple times.